going on, guys? Real quick, if you can see me, if I can hold my phone right, I got a special request to do a video. I don't mind helping people, so this video is going to be about what you can block off on the intake on when you're doing a Weber carb. So here's an intake, and for those of you that want to put a Weber carb on it, and you're wondering about what you can delete or cut off or weld up, tell you what, let me get a marker, and as I say it, I'll mark. Boom. Okay, so you can get rid of this one. I don't know if that's going to help. You can get rid of this one, get rid of this one, get rid of this one. You can get rid of that. You can get rid of that. You can actually saw this off, grind it down smooth. Let's see here. You can, on this, you can actually grind this off with a grinder. It's flat underneath. Don't get rid of this. This is your brake line booster. That's where the water goes into it. Alright, and now what we're going to do on the back side is tricky, but you can plug this stuff off, or you can cut it off. I cut mine off. I have a video on it where I cut it off and I put set screws in there with some sealant. But you can weld these up. You can put, if you're going to use some of these rubber, I don't know, vacuum hose deals, I don't know what you call those, but they always dry rot if you get the cheap ones. If you get some silicone ones or something like that that'll last a lot longer, that would be great. Okay, back on this side, the EGR, you can take it off. You can trace it and make yourself, you could use a car tag, or something thin, some thin metal. You can trace it and bolt it back up. Some guys use some, I don't know, 1/8 inch thick steel, and they make their own and put a little RTV behind it and just put it right on. I always get rid of these right here, these other vacuums ports. You don't really need them. If you're going to run the Weber has a port on it that can go to your distributor, so you don't really need those. You guys with cruise control and stuff, and you're going to Weber, don't know what to say about that. Don't know. While you're messing with your intake, if you do take it off, you can take this out and plug it up with a plug. If you go to the hardware store and find a plug that'll go in there, which I've done that. Okay, now this right here, you don't get rid of this. This is a water goes in here, and it comes out here, and it goes to another little bar, a little metal line that bolts to the block. Don't get rid of this. You can't plug this off. I've heard some have, but I wouldn't do it. What you want to do here, though, this one's corroded, and a lot of times these will break off, and you'll start leaking water everywhere. You'll run hot, leave you stranded. So while you have this off, it would be a great idea to cut this off, drill it out a little bit, and tap it. And they make one of these that's in brass. It's threaded, and you can thread it in there, and that'll last a lot longer, give you more longevity out of it. Then you can hook your water line back up. Don't get rid of that. I'm just saying you can modify it. All right. Okay, so if you liked any of this video, if it was helpful, like it, subscribe it. If you want to, in the description I have a link to the Facebook page for the Mazda group if you want to join it. And a lot of times it's helpful. A lot of people get in there and just ask questions, and others respond. You get pretty quick help. So if that interests you, join the group. Thanks.